Okay, this is Mrs. Frazier. I'm going to show you how to go from outline to draft. All right, the first thing you want to do is open up your outline as you see here on the screen. Then go to File, click New, and Document. Now you should actually have two tabs, the name of your outline and then a new one. So once you get here, because this is going to be your working draft, you'll want to make sure that you set up to the MLA specifications before you start. Okay, so one of the first things, of course, is your pagination. So how do you do that? You type your last name, add a page. So go to Insert, Header and page number, choose that one. All right. Then I take here, highlight it, and I do a right align. And what you want to make sure is that it's Times New Roman and it's 12-point type. All right, so now you leave out of there and then you do your 4-line header. You also want to make sure, just to be sure, go to page setup and make sure that all your margins are set to 1. And so they are at 1. Okay. What you can do is you can go to your outline and just grab your 4-line header right here and copy it and then come back here and paste it, Control V. You want to make sure you change the date to the day that the outline is due or the paper is due, which is going to be February 8th. So that way it's already done. The other thing is you want to make sure that it's double spaced throughout. So I'll do a Control A, and then you can either go to this tool right here, line spacing, or you can go to Format. So I just always go right here, and then I'm going to click on double. You also might want to make sure, just go to custom spacing to make sure there's no before and there's no after. Okay, so now you're ready. So you're here, you go to the next line. The one thing that you are going to have to do is give your page or your paper a title. It may not be the title of the book that is already taken, and that is not the name of your paper. So you want to come up with something else to name your paper. So I'm going to name mine Perceptions Change at the Drop of a Bomb. Now, just because it's a draft, you could, if you want to, just write draft so that you can keep up with that. All right, you want to select that and then make sure it's centered. Once you have your title, you're going to go to the next line, take it back to the left align. So you should be ready. All right. The one thing about Google Docs is that it does not allow you to change tables to text. So it's going to require a little bit extra work, but it's still quicker than retyping everything. So what you're going to be doing is going back and forth between your outline and your document and copying and pasting. So the first thing you had was your attention getter. You're going to copy and paste. Now here you got to be careful. Okay, you want to make sure that you just go from the beginning of the text to the ends, not all the way, and I'll show you why in a second. All right, so I'm going to go Control C, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to my next one, which was your background, and I'm going to say Control I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to show you what happens if you were just to do the whole box and why I say you don't want to do that. So if I say Control C and I go here to where my cursor was, it puts in the entire box. All right, so that's why you want to make sure you just do from the very first letter to the last period. Okay, so I'm going to do Control C. Again, right after my cursor. And then I'm going to go to now my thesis. Control C. All right. What you're noticing is not coming through as double spaced. So you're going to have to go and make sure that your spacing is double spaced. Now you might want to wait till you finish to the end and do it, but it's not coming over. It's coming over double spaced. Also make sure that you tab over for your paragraphs. So now you have a working intro paragraph, but you have to remember the one thing that you have not done is put in transitions, explanations, but this is just taking all of your information, at least from your outline over. The other things you want to make sure is that your title of your book is italicized. What you'll notice if you looked at your rubric is that your thesis statement has to be bolded. So I'm going to go ahead and bold it, my thesis statement. Okay, so that's how your first paragraph should look. And then you're going to keep doing that. So let's go say our first body paragraph at my topic sentence. Copy. Then go ahead and double space. And tab. All right, so you just keep going again through your whole document with your cadums and everything. Okay. Once you have your conclusion, let me say that, pretend this was my conclusion. So I'm going to copy. It's that double space. I'm ready to bring over my works cited. But you may recall I told you that you have to make sure that you put in a line break. So this is the end. That's all I have for my conclusion. I'm going to enter, and then I'm going to go to insert, break, page break. Now I'm on a whole new page. Then I'm going to go to my works cited. Then I'm going to copy and paste it. And everything should already come over. So you'll see I have the hanging indents. Everything came over italicized. So you should be safe. So anytime you do any work on this draft, the works cited page will just keep moving to the next page. All right, make sure you go ahead and save your draft or give your name. So I'm calling it I'm a Star, SSR, rough draft. And you're ready to begin. Hopefully this will help you start getting from your draft, your outline to your draft.